All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 11th meeting. I think this is the 11th meeting. I don't really know. All right. So we're going to be talking about the officer positions, and I'm just going to quickly go over announcements. We'll also be doing team check-ins. So first off, the bucket hats are here. Please DM us on Discord. You could DM me or DM one of the board members on Discord that you ordered a bucket hat, and you could pick it up at the next meeting. Just because we need to get the key before the meeting starts and then unlock the thing so we could get the bucket hats. Yeah, just message one of us and all that. Next up, this Friday is our resume workshop. So it's on how to make a strong resume in game development. It will be tips from one of our alumni and previous vice presidents, Nandan. So I should have removed that second point right there. This will be online through Discord, and it will be at 4 p.m. on Friday. Next up, so Dr. Egger is going to be doing a special topics course for lower division classes. It is $29.90 if you're looking into that. This will be focused on game design. So if you're interested in game development, but you're not fully confident in your programming skills, this is a good course to introduce you to the class, introduce you to game development. If you have any questions, you could email him at this email right here, or you could DM him on Discord. If he's online, he tends to be on the top of our server with the Zootopia sloth profile picture. So you could DM him through there as well. And then next week we're going to be having a game jam. So this will be a game jam with a bunch of colleges throughout the United States. It will be online from April 21st to the 23rd. We'll send out the links onto our Discord server, and I believe we sent out the links in previous announcements. There will be 4 different themes and 9 judging categories, and there will also be prizes as well. This is our end of the year banquet. We've mentioned this a few times. This is when the game pitches are ideally finished. You'll be there showcasing your game pitch, and then we'll have free food, games, raffles, and more. It's going to be a semi-formal banquet. The attire is not mandatory, but we highly encourage it. And it will be Friday, May 5th from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Ursa Minor. We have an RSVP form. I'll send it out into announcements again, or I'll send it out in the meeting general chat. And then I believe you may have remembered at the beginning of the semester we mentioned this, and then we'll get into more information later. Now is later, so Obsidian Entertainment, we're going to be doing a studio tour with them. It will be on May 31st, and you may notice that is after the semester's over. That was the best date that they gave us at the time. So it will be from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., and there's very limited spots for this, around 20 spots. So because it's during the summer, you need to provide your own form of transportation for this event. And then you're required to sign an NDA if you're going to be attending. Also, if you're a VIP member, you'll have priority when signing up for the event. We'll be having a wait list for it. And this is something that I have to include just because I don't think we'll run into any issues with this, but if there's any conduct related issues, or if there's any misbehaving related issues, we'll remove you we will revoke your spot from the event. I don't think there should be any problems, but it's something I do have to mention as you're representing not only the club but also the school itself. And there's other events that have happened, not that we've gotten kicked out from, but I know if you go to Disney or something and then you're caught misbehaving, Disney bans your school from attending any of their related events in future for the next 10 years or something. So we definitely don't want to screw over Cal Poly Pomona and the future of Cal Poly Pomona by having some sort of anything that happens at this event. But honestly, it should be fine. Just something I need to mention. Last day to sign up is on May 2nd, and this is the address for the location. You'll be asked to provide your email, phone number, and then they'll email you an NDA form later at a later date. And then now I'm going to hand it to Melvin and the new board.
Okay. So now we're going to move on to the officer positions. Our officer applications are now open, and if you were someone who wanted to do more for the club, but you kind of missed your opportunity with the board positions, this is the perfect opportunity for you to want to become more involved with the club, have a leadership position, and just possibly even have something to put on your resume too. So to apply, after this meeting, we're gonna send out a form in the announcements that you can sign up for. And it's not like the board positions where you have to make a presentation. The way this works is that there's gonna be an interview process. When, in the application, you're gonna put when you're available and you're gonna be contacted by one of our board members to schedule an interview with you. And I know the word interview can sound kind of scary, but don't worry, it's like not anything like super serious or formal at all. We're not gonna like bombard you with questions or anything like that. You're just gonna be interviewed by us fellow students, and honestly, it shouldn't last anything more than 5, possibly 10 minutes. So it's nothing to be nervous or worried about. And something to note is you don't have to be a VIP member currently to apply for an officer position. So you could just be a regular general member and you could still apply. But one thing to note is that you do have to be a VIP member for the next year if you do become an officer. And the due date to apply is April 26th at 11:59 p.m., which is a Wednesday. It's about 2 weeks from now. So now to start, I'm gonna explain like what the officers do and each of their responsibilities. Right now we have 4 officer positions open. So first off, these are responsibilities that all officers will share no matter what position you have. First is to help lead club meetings. Like sometimes you might have to, you might be one of the people presenting if you wish, or just help set up like the slides and just have a say in what we should do in all the meetings and how the club is organized as a whole. And same thing for workshops. If there's a game dev topic that you'd like to teach to other people, or you just have any kind of useful topic that you'd want to teach, then you could host a workshop, and that's something you could do as an officer. Additionally, attending science council meetings is something that us as a club we have to do. So we would like to send on like a rotation schedule, like different officers to send them to attend the science council meetings for us. And also just assisting in any club events. It could be like a tabling event or like a social. All officers and board members are expected to like just help us plan everything, maybe set up, clean up, or like be the one manning a table at an event. So those are the things that all officers should be expected to do no matter which position you have. So moving on, the first position we have open is the historian. So every club needs to like keep a record of everything they do, like what they do in every meeting, or like just have all our records saved somewhere. And that's kind of like the responsibility of the historian. The historian pretty much like attends all of our meetings and events and like records the minutes, or AKA just like what happens during the meeting, what goes on in the meeting, and keep track of that. They're the ones who need to like take attendance also by creating sign-in sheets for club meetings and like events also. We also expect them to be like taking photos to save on our drive, just if we want to use them for any future like advertising or things like that, and just to have it as a memory. And so Science Council requires us as a club to send in what we do, like what our club has been doing recently. So the historian also is going to be working with the secretary to do that too. And we have our current historian here with us today. His name is Alex, right over there. So is there anything you'd like to add about the position?
Just that doing the notes and the minutes and stuff is pretty easy. Like I just got my notes app open right here, so I don't gotta be worried about that. But yeah, it's just like a way to get more involved in the club in general. Like beyond the notes, like just doing everything else and just helping out where you can. It's important.
Thank you. Yeah, it's nothing to be worried about. So that's our first position. And next position, we have our PR director. So the PR director, there's kind of 2 main things that the PR director like oversees. It's our club's like advertising or like social media accounts, and also social events. That's another thing that the PR director has to like organize. Some responsibilities of the PR director could be like creating our flyers or like our Instagram posts. You have creative freedom over that. So like if you want to add a new style to like your Instagram posts, or like any posters or flyers that our club has, it's all up to you, and it's for you to decide on how to make that and how to make things look. And also, if we have something like a club fair that our club would like to attend, the PR director would help in setting up our table and like making things look right and displaying certain parts of our club. And again, managing our social media accounts, mainly Instagram, maybe Discord too. And Also just organizing social events, like if we have club socials, the PR director is the one who like looks into which place would be nice to have our social pricing information and stuff like that. Like maybe the PR director comes up with an idea of like having a round one social, then they look into like round one website and like look at pricing and things like that, and just pretty much figuring out what's the best way to go about a social event and like the best time to do it, things like that. And we also have our PR director here with us today over there. His name is Christopher. So is there anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, so PR director, you get to have a little more fun, just like sneaking in memes into the club advertisements. So I'd say that's the most fun part of the job that the other positions don't really have. But honestly, on a more serious note, it's nice making the club advertising just like look nicer, make it however you want, however you can do it. It's not too hard. I'm not an artist or anything, so feel free, no matter what your skill level is, to apply for this.
Thank you. Next up, we have our webmaster. So in case you didn't know, our club actually does have a website. You could like look up CPP Game Dev Club on Google, and it's like the first thing that pops up. As of right now, the website, all it really has is like general information about our club, like our officers and like what we do and things like that. So the webmaster's job is to pretty much maintain that website and keep it up to date. Some of our goals would be to like maybe have our schedule on the website and have it updated of what we're doing and things like that. So if you're somebody who's like into web dev or into like front end programming in general, then this could be the job for you if you want to like if you want to have like creative freedom over it. It's kind of similar to PR director. Like you could do whatever you want with this. You could add, we would like any new features that you might think would be good for our website. You could go ahead and add that. Maybe even if you just want to rebuild the website from the ground up, that's totally up to you. And also the webmaster might here and there have to assist the PR director in managing social media accounts, but yeah, the main thing is to pretty much just keep our website updated, keep it running, and add whatever feature or flair they'd like to it. And our webmaster isn't here with us today, but I think Larry could speak for her.
Sorry, yeah. So I was talking to Sam about webmaster stuff like beforehand. Basically, you just keep the website up to date, and then if you're interested in front-end web development in the future, this is a really good role to have on your resume as well. It shows that you have a basic understanding of like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. For the most part, I think like most of the work might be around summer when you're trying to implement new features and stuff like that. But then throughout the semester, you just keep adding in new any new events that we're having and stuff like that. So I think overall, pretty good position. And if you're interested in learning about web dev, or if you're interested in going to front end development in the future, that's something you could do.
Yeah, it could be like a good position to put on your resume, or like if you want more hands-on experience with web development, then this could be a good position for you. And finally, we have our video editor. This is a person that pretty much records all of our meetings and workshops, and they edit them to like edit out anything that we don't need into the video and things like that. And they're the person who also uploads them to our club YouTube channel for us to have a record of them, and for general members to just go back and watch them whenever they want. And they also keep track of the schedule for when videos release. And our video editor, Kian, is over there. And is there anything else you'd like to say about the position?
Oh yeah, so don't feel that you need to be like a crazy video editor to like or to fulfill this position. All you really need is like something really basic, and then you're golden for this one. So like you could take it as like far as wide and wide as you want it, or keep it as simple as you want it. You don't need it. You don't have to like. Sorry, I did that already. But yeah, just you don't have to be really crazy with video editing. As long as you have a basic understanding, you can fulfill this position.
Okay, thank you. So that's all of our officer positions. Just a reminder that the applications are open and a form will be sent after this meeting, and they'll be due on April 26th, which is a Wednesday. But we're gonna have interviews on like a rolling basis, and like I said, don't be worried by the word interview. It's really nothing like too formal at all. Just gonna ask you a couple of questions, and that's really it. So yeah, if you're interested, then please apply if you want to do more for this club and like have some sort of leadership position. So, and now we're gonna move on to team check-ins.
Check-ins, all right. So, you guys probably know the drill by now. We'll see if there's anything interesting that you want to show off. So, starting off with team number 1, Neon Navigators, if anybody wants to come up.
So as I was speaking last time, we had 2 dev teams, and now we're adding some variety to the game by combining the approaches as a switch between as the level progresses. So there's puzzle elements and along with movement. And here's a short sample of how the movement levels would look like. And it's essentially, you're facing against an auto-scroller that's moving ahead of you, and you have to traverse between obstacles and get to the end point. Obviously, it's still a really early sample, but this is kind of what we're envisioning for the movement. And then the puzzle levels are still in development and in play testing. We're also working on ambience art, some here. That's very similar to what Portal 2 had, to just give add more art to the level and give a more lived-in feeling. And this is our model. This is a very early sample of it, I think dating back 2 weeks. And we're working on rigging it up and animating. And
Yeah, and here we just have some sample music for like either what we would have in like maybe like a menu if we create one, or like just background music for during the gameplay. Yeah, and then we also have this other one here. It's a different vibe, but also we're just not too sure which one we're leaning towards at the moment.
And that's about it for now.
All right, thank you. Those are some vibing tunes, I gotta say. All right, team 2 I think is under commission. Team 3, Planetary Pursuits. Anybody want to represent? All right, well, got some pretty drawings here at least. Impact Miner, hey, that's me. So, I know you investors have been very, very anxious to hear more about the development of the company. As you can see, we're sending more miners down. That's very cool and good. You can here's a few pictures of them going through our ravine. That's a motivational message to help improve our miners. Just some more pictures of them hitting crystals. There's the map generation. Oh yeah, we're rebranding. This is our new logo. And then we have a little video, a little camera that we sent down with one of our miners, so you can see a little sneak peek of what it looks like. What is life in the mines like? I apologize for the video quality. We need to upgrade our cameras, but oh shoot.
It's too strong.
So as you can see, we have the yellow crystals, which speed you up, the red crystals, which slow you down but give you more points. We've got very interesting terrain that launches our player into the air if they hit it with some amount of speed. Improved thrusters, you can dodge now in that thing, which greatly improves the survivability of our miners. That's cool and good. Of course, smacking into walls, not good for the craft. But if they get too slow, we give them one more chance. We give them a final burst of speed, but we also take away their shield. So if they hit anything at this point, it's game over. And yeah, I believe that is it. Oh yeah, donut generation issue, but we fixed that now. Yeah, so that's all I have for you today. We hope to hear those checks soon. All right, Team 5, Cluster Magic. Anybody want to come up? All right. Oh. Anybody? Anybody in the Discord want to? Oh. Sorry. Here, kid, speak again.
There might be an issue.
Hello?
Try again now.
Hello? Hello?
Oh. All right.
Hello?
Oh, hello.
There we go.
Okay, so our multiplayer kind of works.
Okay.
It like connects to players, but right now kind of can't see what the if a person like casts a spell, the other one can't see it, but the connection does work, and we've mainly been working on bug fixing with like the spell casting and the third person where we had a problem with where the projectiles would go, and right now we're also working on the crystal, which is kind of like the win and lose condition, and adding like a health system to it so that they could like other players can kill it, and that's it.
All right, cool. Thank you. Did you want me to play this video or?
No, that was from the last meeting.
Oh, okay. All right. Next, we've got Rat King. Oh, shoot. No leg up, sorry.
So we went through a bit of a rebranding. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, we actually did quite a bit. I think I do not remember where the start of this is. So we added the dash crystal from Celeste. Is it working? Yeah. Yeah, so it just allows you to change your gravity once more in the air. You can die now, and it resets the level. So, yeah, yay, death. There's conveyor belts on the floor. Yay. There's a spring. It doesn't look like a spring, but that purple thing on the ground is a spring. Yeah. There's a rope. And you can grab onto it. Yeah. There's a button and a door and a box, so you can press the button to open the door, and you can move the box, and the box can die too. So yeah, added bonus. There's a bomb. Wait, no, that's a cannon. Okay, that's a cannon. So you just get dragged into it and you shoot out. So. There's a bomb. Okay, so we also added a bunch of sprites. So there's a gravity vortex. This is the sprite for the character. Spring, spike, rope, the snack, the snack grabbing onto a rope. Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Bro, those sound effects better be in the final product. All right, now Rat King.
Is this the mouse?
Yeah.
Alright, I just have a video of kind of everything we have so far. Although I forgot a couple mechanics I'll explain at the end. So, right now we have little like new effects when you walk. We also have footstep sounds, but they're kind of hard to hear. The bar for the blood meter goes down when you shoot, but when you hit enemies, they refill. That's just a test enemy. He doesn't actually attack. We also have a friendly that you saw in the beginning. The enemies have some little animations, which are pretty sweet. And they also drop coins when you kill them. These are going to be mice ambush enemies, so they're squares when they don't see you. When they see you, they run towards you as little circles. And then they have little attacks, but they don't hurt you yet. The only attacks that hurt you are the ranged enemies you'll see in a second. We saw a destructible environment earlier, but now it has a sound effect when you hit it. We also have some enemies that shoot projectiles. The projectiles are just your projectile, so we have to add some assets for that. But they try to run away from you, so they have some different AI. I'm really bad at the game, by the way, so. Yeah, and here's a bunch of the hedgehog enemies. They have really cool. But I want to kind of show off how they drop cheese bits when they die, and then when you collect it, it shows up on the UI. You can also die, and we also added Hollow Knight type healing when you hold R, but that's about it. I just didn't get to show that. And then I just wanted to show off some of the art that's been getting done. Music has been getting sampled, though I didn't have any in the presentation, unfortunately. But here are just different concepts that have been going into the production so far. Thought they were pretty cool. Here's going to be some room concepts that we're going to implement in the following weeks. And then this will be our new little blood meter that we have in the top of the screen. Our artist had some cool jams going on in the background. Yeah, and those are some of the animations at the end.
Sick.
Yeah, probably.
All right. Do we have anyone for Lawless?
Basically just working on like getting the skill icons and stuff like that done. We're also like starting to finish up like one of the fights, so that should be it.
Okay. Cool. All right. Hollow Knot. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Anyone in the Discord? All right. And finally, Pancakes and Love Letters.
Okay, so we have a bit of progress to show. These are some of the models that my team has been working on. They're coming out really great. I'm really happy with them. And here are some of the concepts behind the logo for the little bakery restaurant thing. So we're still deciding because the name's kind of long, so we're trying to decide the best way to put it in the logo. And then this is a model that Larry came up with for the actual restaurant, which I'm really happy with. And I didn't get to show this off last time, but last time we got the movement working, and now we're working on the level gen. So in the future, we're gonna use like a random maze algorithm to like randomly create the the map every time we have load a level in, but for now, we have a set map and it just loads in random houses at set spawn points. So let's watch this. Oh, yeah, and then there's music from, yeah. Okay, Larry's laptop just sucks, but, yeah. So all of these houses are randomly generated. There's just a list of houses to pick from, and I set different spawn points, and you could just, it just spawns in different houses when you load into the level. And yeah, so we're gonna randomly generate this level, and then we'll have a start point and an end point, and then the goal is just to bring the pancakes over to the end point. And you gotta like figure out the maze, because that's part of the game. Some blueberries that someone else made. I'm sorry, I can't remember who made that. And then this is just another video I want to show off. This is just showing off like what the pancakes could look like. So it's a lot of pancakes. So and I fixed up the level gen a bit in this video. So yeah. And then last but not least, we wrote the first letter, or at least we drafted it. So the red is the different signifiers that tell you how to make the pancake. And then I'm pretty happy with this letter because it gives off a bit of backstory about the characters too, in addition to telling you how to make the pancake. So yeah, we had to scale back a bit of stuff since we've all been busy. I've been especially busy because of my senior classes. So hopefully we scaled back enough to be ready for the banquet. But I'm pretty happy with the progress so far, and I think we have a good direction for the next 3 weeks or so. Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay.
Okay, this is just a reminder that our banquet is going to be in about 3 weeks from now. And that's kind of like the hard deadline for your games pitches. So just keep that in mind. We encourage all of you, especially like the team leads, to attend. We're going to be sending out, the form is already on announcements, but we'll be sending it out for you guys. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
and officer forms will also be sent out too. So yeah, thank you.
All right. Just general reminders. We'll have that resume workshop on Friday, and then game jam next week with all those other colleges. So that'll be cool. The Obsidian form is due on May 2nd, and yeah, if you wanna help us ruin the club next year, get those applications in by April 26th. And Bakewind is in 3 weeks. So ideally, try to get your games done by then. And yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thank you all for coming, and yeah. Rob's a real
Yeah.